Hi friends, welcome to Basic Electrical YouTube channel. So in this video, I am going to explain in detail solutions for numericals which is asked in a model question paper, okay, for basic electrical engineering subject. So VTU has published two set of model question papers. So in that I am providing solution only for numericals, okay. So already done videos for module 1, module 2, module 3 and module 4 numericals. Okay, now we are in module 5. See, both set of model question papers, they asked only one problem in module 5. Okay, so that problem I am providing solution here. So along with this one problem, I am going to provide another 3 problems. You just go through those 4 problems. Within that only we can predict for real-time exam. Okay, so maximum they can do data change. That's it. Okay guys, we can start this one. First question: a consumer has a maximum demand of 200 kilowatt. Okay, any type of consumer, a domestic consumer or industrial consumer, okay, whatever it may be. So he needs some power. So he is asking a maximum demand of 200 kilowatt. Okay, that person or a consumer need this much power, 200 kilowatt at 40% load factor. Okay, if the tariff is rupees 100 per kilowatt, 100 rupees per kilowatt, okay, of maximum demand. Maximum demand is 200 kilowatt plus 10 paise per kilowatt hour. See, this kWh is nothing but energy consumption. Okay, energy consumed by the consumer. Okay, that is represented in kilowatt hour. This is the data given. Find the overall cost per kilowatt hour. What is the overall cost per kilowatt hour? We don't know. We may get so many kilowatt hours per kilowatt hour. What is the overall cost? Okay. See, overall cost means it includes cost per maximum demand and also the cost of unit energy consumed by the consumer. It includes both costs. That is called overall cost. Okay. So we can calculate the overall cost on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, or on yearly basis. Okay. So that data is not clearly given in the question. Whether you have to calculate overall cost per kilowatt hour, per annum, or per month, or per day, they are not specified. So basically I solved this problem by considering per annum. Per year I am calculating. If you know the entire cost per year means you can easily find what is the cost per month. Okay, and also cost per day. Like that you can easily calculate. Okay guys, then one new term. What is load factor? Load factor is nothing but, okay, it is denoted by short form LF. It is defined as the ratio of average load divided by peak load. Okay, the ratio of average load divided by peak load. What is average power consumption? Okay, to the ratio of what is the peak load? Okay, peak load means highest power consumed in a day. That is called peak load. Average load means in the entire 24 hours. Okay, morning 8 o'clock you consume some amount of power. 9 o'clock you consume some amount of power. Like that in the entire day, they will calculate all the power consumption divided by number of hours. That gives an average load. That ratio is called load factor. The ratio of average load by peak load is called load factor. So load factor they given 40%. Okay, 40% load factor. With respect to peak load, okay, the consumer is consuming this maximum demand only at 40%. So therefore, I am calculating all calculations per year, per annum. So units consumed per year is, the equation is maximum demand into load factor multiplied by hours in a year. How many hours in 1 year? Okay. What is the maximum demand given? 200 kilowatt. Into what is the load factor? 40%. You write fraction 0.4 into per day 24 hours. So I have written 365 days. For 365 days, 8760 hours. multiply all this, you will get this much unit of energy consumed per year. Okay, per year 7,800,000 kilowatt hour. 7,800,000 kilowatt hour. So that is units consumed or energy consumed per year. Now, what are the charges? Okay, annual charges, per year charges. So, see, the electric supply company is giving power to the consumer. Okay, for the entire year, 200 kilowatt power is sanctioned. Okay, 200 kilowatt. In that, how much is consuming energy? For that separate cost, and supply company is giving power to the consumer. For that, they are going to provide fixed cost. Okay, for that fixed cost is rupees 100 per kilowatt. For per kilowatt of maximum demand, they are going to charge 100 rupees. So this will be, this power 200 kilowatt will be entire year. Whether the consumer consumes power or not, this power is given throughout a year. Okay. So therefore, annual charges is equal to annual maximum demand charge plus annual energy consumed charge. How much energy consumed by the consumer for that separate cost, and for the whether he consumed or not. Okay, power will be there. Okay, for that annual maximum demand charge. So that is in rupees we can tell 100 rupees. What is the maximum demand? 200 watt. Okay, 200 kilowatt. 100 into per kilowatt, they are going to charge 100 rupees. Okay, fixed charge. Whether you consumed or not, because we are readily 24/7 we are giving supply. Okay, it is your choice whether you want to consume or not to consume. That is left to you. That is left to customer. Okay, then annual energy consumed. Suppose if the person consumed, okay, and for that charge is 10 paise per kilowatt hour. 10 paise per kilowatt hour. How many kilowatt hours we have? 7,800,000 kilowatt hour. In that, for 1 kilowatt hour, what is the cost? 10 paise. Okay, that is 10 paise we can write in rupees 0.1. Okay, into this many hours. So multiply this into this, addition with this. All together, we are going to get this much amount of electricity bill. So the annual charges will be 90,080 rupees. Okay. Now overall cost per kilowatt hour. What is the overall cost per kilowatt hour? See, overall cost is how much? 90,080 rupees. It includes how much energy consumed by the consumer and also the power sanctioned by the supply company. Both the cost is included. That is 90,080 rupees. Divided by what is the total energy consumed by the consumer over a year? 7,800. So divide this ratio. You will get 0.1285 rupees. Okay, by combining fixed cost and energy consumption cost together, it is 0.1285 rupees. Okay, so if you convert into paise, it becomes 12.85 paise. Okay, per kilowatt hour. Per kilowatt hour, this is the cost in the electricity bill. Okay, so okay friends, now we can solve second question, and it is very interesting and it is important also, and it is easily understandable. So we can read the question. The maximum demand of a consumer is 20 ampere at 220 volts. See, in previous problem, they given maximum demand is 400 kilowatt or 200 kilowatt. In this problem, not given. Okay. At the maximum demand condition, it is consumer is having a load at 20 ampere, and it is the consumer is consuming a load at this terminal voltage. Okay, this terminal voltage connected to some load, it draws current. That current is 20 ampere at maximum demand, and his total energy consumption is 8,760 kilowatt hour. Okay, in the entire. So we don't know whether it is for annum or per day or per month. We don't know. Let's read the question further. If the energy is charged at the rate of 20 paise, if the energy is charged at a rate of 20 paise per unit for 500 hours use of the maximum demand per annum. So per annum. Now in the question they specified annum. So all the data is applicable to annum. Okay. Now this in the entire 1 year, the energy consumption by the consumer is 8760 kilowatt hour. See, number of hours in a year is also 8760, but they given same data here also, 8760 kilowatt hour. So don't get confused. Okay, that is different, this is different. Now along with that, plus 10 paise per unit for additional units. Calculate annual electricity bill. What is our aim? I want to calculate energy consumption for 1 year with this data. Okay. Okay guys, while solving you are going to understand much better. See now, load factor, power factor is not specified in the question. Under such condition, you can assume load factor as unity. LF is load factor is unity, and power factor is what? Cos pi. Cos pi also you can assume unity. Okay. Now I need maximum demand value. I need a maximum demand value. In previous problem they given 200 watt directly, 200 kilowatt directly, but in this problem not given. They given maximum demand in terms of voltage and current ratings. What is the unit of maximum demand? Kilowatt or megawatt. Okay, let me take kilowatt. What is the unit of active power? Kilowatt only. So now you can recall the formula, active power formula, that is VI cos pi. So therefore power is equal to, what is the voltage? 220 into what is the current? What is the current given? 20, and power factor data not given, so I taken unity power factor. We don't know that consumer is having UPF loads. So 220 into 200, you will get 4400 watts. Okay. This power itself considering as maximum demand. Why? Means the maximum demand current is 20 ampere and voltage is 220 volts. So therefore we can write maximum demand. What is that value? I am writing this 4400 watts in kilowatts. So that getting 4.4 kilowatt. So this is the maximum demand. So in the entire year, the consumer is consuming the maximum demand of 4.4 kilowatt. See, in the entire year there will be 8760 hours. Okay, in that 8760 hours, the consumer is consuming this much maximum demand for 500 hours. Okay. So therefore you can write what is the number of unit consumed for these many number of hours. Keep in mind 1 unit is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour. Okay. According to Board of Trade Unit, okay, BOTU, okay, from the supply company, they have used this code, Board of Trade Unit. 1 unit is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour. Okay, got it. See now, unit consumed for 500 hours is equal to, so number of hours is 500 into what is the maximum demand. See, why I taken 500 hours? They specified in the question. If the energy is charged at a rate of 20 paise per unit for 500 hours, it going to use of maximum demand. What is the maximum demand? 4.4 kilowatt. With this demand, 500 hours, the consumer is consuming electricity. Okay. So that's why multiplied by 4.4. So kilowatt into hours, it becomes what? Kilowatt hour. So 500 into 4.4, getting around 2200 kilowatt hour. Okay. This is the energy consumed for 500 hours. At this hours, what is the power consumption? Maximum demand 4.4 kilowatt hour. Okay, 4.4 kilowatt. So this is you consider as a one set. See, for this much power consumption, you have to take a rate of 20 paise per unit. See, kilowatt hour is 1 unit. How many units? 2200 units. For 1 unit, what is the cost? 20 paise. Okay. And then, what is the total energy consumption? 8760. Out of 8760, 2200 energy consumption under maximum demand only. Then what about remaining? That is the remaining power consumption. Okay. In a year, 8760 hours. 500 hours operating maximum demand. Remaining hours. Okay, remaining hours we don't know. How many hours the consumer is not switched on only. How many hours the consumer is consume how much power we don't know. So overall the given data total energy consumption by that person is 8760. So from that we can find remaining units. Okay, now look at here. Remaining units. What is the remaining units? Remaining unit is nothing but total energy consumption. That is total units. Okay, total units or total energy consumption minus units consumed for 500 hours minus unit consumed for 500 hours. That is, what is the total energy consumption? 8760 minus 2200. So multiply this, you will get 8760 minus 2200. Do along with me. So getting around 6560 kilowatt hour. See, out of 8760 kilowatt hour, okay, in that 2200 kilowatt hour under maximum demand. Okay, this 500 hours, it is the consumer is consuming all wattage. 4400 watt is consuming in the entire year 500 hours. Okay, remaining hours, how much energy is not given. They given total energy consumption in the year. So that minus this you will get remaining units. So remaining units, for this remaining units, what is the cost they are going to charge? Plus 10 paise per unit for remaining units. Otherwise additional units. Additional units or remaining units. Both are same meaning. So you have to find now annual electricity bill. Okay. For this one and this one. For this one, what is the cost? 20 paise. For this one, what is the cost? 10 paise. That's it. So therefore annual electricity bill is equal to this one for first condition. Okay. What is the paise? 20 paise. 20 paise into energy consumed under maximum demand. Okay, that much plus and remaining units, that is 10 paise. 10 paise means you can take 0.1 into how many units? 6560 units also correct, or 6560 kilowatt hour is also correct. Keep in mind, remember this, 1 unit is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour. In Viva also they were going to ask in electrical lab, what is 1 unit? 1 unit is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour power consumption. Okay, so please do it this one. 0.2 into 2200 getting 440 rupees. Okay, plus for that one 0.1 into 6560, 0.1 into 6560 getting 656. So adding this two, so getting a total bill of 1096 rupees. So 1096 rupees. What is the annual electricity bill? 1096. Same question. If they ask per month means divide this by 12. Divide that by 12. Okay, got it? Understood? So like this, if they ask per month means, okay, then this data should be per month, then entire this thing will be the per month only. Everything should be in per month. There cannot be per month and per annum together. Okay, they should ask any one data. Okay, either entire thing annum or entire thing per month. Okay, got it? Understood, guys? Fine. So let me go for next question. Okay friends, now we can solve question number 3. It is similar to question number 1 but slight changes. Okay. So what is the change means? In first problem they given cost per maximum demand. Okay. But in this problem they are not given cost per maximum demand. They are given in kVA. Let me read the question. Calculate annual bill of the consumer whose maximum demand is 100 kilowatt, power factor is 0.8 and load factor is 60%. The tariff used is rupees 75 per kVA. Okay. See, kilowatt is active power. kVA is apparent power. Okay. So 75 rupees per kVA of maximum demand plus 15 paise per kilowatt hour consumed. Okay. So for one unit of energy consumption, the cost is 15 paise. Why I told 1 unit? Because 1 unit is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour. So they given annual bill. So we have to calculate per year only. So unit consumed per year, same formula what we used in first model. That is maximum demand into load factor into number of hours in a year. Okay. What is the maximum demand? 100 kilowatt. What is the load factor given? 60%. Don't write 60, write fraction. Absolute value, right? Don't write a percentage. 0.6 into 8760. By multiplying that, we get 5,26,600 kilowatt hour or 5,26,600 units. For this, 1 unit cost is 15 paise. So from that we get what is the total cost for unit consumed in a year. That is different. Later we can do it. Now, they given a maximum demand cost in terms of kVA. Okay. But what is the maximum demand? 100 kilowatt. We have to convert 100 kilowatt into kVA. Maximum demand in kilowatt is given. We have to find in kVA. So, how much kVA is getting? From that, cost of 1 kVA is 75 rupees. So, that is calculated by this formula. Maximum demand in kVA formula is okay, active power by power factor. Because what is the definition of power factor? We know that the ratio of active power by apparent power is called power factor. What is active power? VI cos pi. What is apparent power? VI get cancelled. What is power factor? Cos pi. Okay. Now in this problem, they given P value and they given power factor. From that you can easily find S. So therefore we can write S is equal to P by power factor. What is P? See, maximum demand in kVA. Whatever I wrote here now, that is S is equal to numerator part 100 is there now here. That 100 is maximum demand in kilowatt, active power, divided by power factor. What is the power factor given? 0.8. 100 by 0.8, if we do months, you will get 125 kVA. Okay, because if they given cost per kilowatt means we could have taken that only, but they given cost in kVA. Okay, got it? So I converted 100 kilowatt into kVA. Okay, got it? We got total 125 kVA. Now annual bill is equal to maximum demand charge plus energy consumed charge. That is this one. Okay, energy consumed charge is this one. Okay. Now, what is the maximum demand? 125 kVA. In that, what is the cost per 1 kVA? Rupees 75 per kVA. That's why I multiplied that cost. Okay. Plus 15 paise per kilowatt hour consumed. How many kilowatt hour consumed in the entire year? 5,26,600. For that 1 kilowatt hour cost is 15 paise. So multiply this into this, you will get 78,840. This into this, you will get 9,375. Add this to, you will get total electricity bill for 1 year. Annual bill is 88,215 rupees. Okay. this problem and the first problem almost ditto. They given cost per kilowatt. Okay, but in this problem they given cost per kVA. So therefore we have to convert this kilowatt into kVA. To convert kilowatt into kVA, we require additional data, but it's called power factor. But they given here. If they are not given, what you should take? Power factor unity. So like that you should proceed the problem. Okay. See, total 125 kVA. In this 1 kVA cost is how much? 75 rupees. So like that you can find electricity bill. So pause the video and then copy down. Okay friends, now we are in the last problem. Okay, and very easy to understand. Okay guys, we can read the question. A domestic power load in a house comprise of following. Means they specified in a domestic in a house. Okay, it is having following appliances. Okay, in a house having 8 lamps. Okay, having 8 lamps. Each lamp rating is 100 watt each. Okay, in a home, in a house, 8 lamps are there. Each lamp is 100 watt. And also in that home, 3 fans are there with 80 watt each. And in a house, refrigerator is there. Okay, refrigerator run by motor. So half HP motor is there. Okay, they have refrigerator. The capacity of that motor is half HP. And in that home, one heater is there, water heater or any other. Okay, in a kitchen eating something like that. One heater of 1000 watt. Okay, so these are the data given, and they are asking calculate the total current taken from the supply of 230 volt. See, in a home, all these appliances are connected to supply of 230 volt. If I operate all this together, when I connected to 230 volt, what is the current, total current taken from the supply? That is the first question. Okay. So, what is current taken from the supply? What is current formula? Power formula is voltage into current. They are asking what is current. We know the power and voltage. Voltage is 230 and power value is 2413 watts. How you got this value? That is your doubt. See, you add all the power consumption. See, that I am going to solve it here. Okay. The total load. Okay, total load is, there are 8 lamps. Multiplied by each lamp, what is the rating? 100 watt. So what is the, if I switch on all the lamps, okay, what is the power consumption? 800 watts. Okay, plus they have 3 fans. Okay, each fan rating is 80 watts. If I operate all the fans, so this much power is going to consume. 80 into 3, 240 watts. And they have one refrigerator of HP. Off is 0.5. HP rating. So you know the conversion, HP into watts. Okay, in the question they given, assume 1 HP is 746 watt. If they not given, take 1 HP is equal to 735 watt. Okay, 735 or 746, you can take any one. Okay, sometimes they will specify, please take that only. In this problem they specified 746 watt. So 0.5 into 746. Okay, that is one load. What is another load left? Only one heater of 1000 watt. So for that plus 1000 you add it. See, 8 into 100, 800, 3 into 80, 240, 0.5 into 746 you will get some value, plus 1000. Add all this. Okay, that is the total power connected, okay, to that particular house. If all these appliances are operated, the power consumed by that house is this much, 2413. And when all this connected to what voltage? 230 volt. So from that we got current 10.5 ampere. That is first part of the question is completed. Next, second part of the question. Calculate energy consumed in a day. In a day. If on an average, okay, in my notes, I already shared module 5 notes to almost all my subscribers. Overall asked me through WhatsApp. I almost provided to 99% I provided. For 1% I may not send. Okay. The reason is because many are messaging. I don't know to whom I sent, whom I didn't send. So if you didn't get this, please remind me again in WhatsApp. I will send it. So in that PDF notes, same question is there. So average spelling mistake is there. Please correct it. Okay. So calculate the energy consumed in a day if on an average only a quarter of the above load persists all the time. Okay. See, in a day, all these appliances are operating only quarter of a day. Okay. Only quarter. Quarter means 1/4. See, now under such condition, you calculate energy consumption per day. So energy consumed per day is, total power is how much? 2430. In a day, how many hours? 24 hours. But our appliances are operating, persisting all the time, quarter. Okay, 1/4. See the given. Only a quarter of the above load persists all the time. Okay. So 1/4 into 24. So multiply that, you will get 14,478 watts, watt hour you will get. I converted that into kilowatt hour. 14.478 kilowatt hour. That is the solution for second question. Next, last question. Calculate electricity bill for 1 day. If the tariff is 2 rupees per kilowatt hour. What is kilowatt hour? 1 unit. 1 unit cost is 2 rupees. They can give any value. You can calculate it. So electricity bill per day will be energy consumed per day into tariff per kilowatt hour. Energy consumed per day into tariff per kilowatt hour. Energy consumed per day is how much? Per day this much energy is consumed. This much units are consumed. 14.478 kilowatt hour or 14.478 units. So what is the cost of 1 unit? 2 rupees. Multiply this. You will get, this is the cost per day. Okay, 28 rupees 956 paise, 95 paise. 28.95 rupees. So this is the final answer. So then what is tariff? Tariff is nothing but fixing rate to the consumer, what that consumer is consuming the energy. Okay, how much power is consumed by that particular person for a period of time. For that we are going to fix some rate. That is called tariff. Okay, fixing rate to the consumer. Okay, for the energy consumption. Okay, got it? Okay friends, I hope you understood all the 4 problems I explained in this lengthy video. I request all my subscribers, viewers and members watch the video content with a lot of patience. If you have a time, please watch it. Okay, don't forward and watch it. Okay, never do like that. If you have a time, watch it. Otherwise, don't watch. Okay, so please share this video lecture to all your known friends of your college and also other colleges. Okay, meet you on next lectures. I covered all numerical solutions from module 1 to module 5 for both 2 set of model question papers. Okay, so what is left, what is remaining, I will think on that and I will do video. Okay, so till then, take care. Bye bye. Meet you on next lecture. New topic. Okay, I don't know what I will going to upload. So maybe revision is pending. So I am going to do that. Bye bye.